everybody, and thanks for tuning into this episode of Undercover Vikings. Were you guys excited by last night's episode? I loved it. There were so many great moments that happened, and today we are going to talk about some of the shocking moments or most notable moments that happened in episode 1 of season 5. Let's start off with Ivar. One of the most notable moments or shocking moments was seeing him cry. So he's been told by Floki that he's not gonna stay with them, and Floki is telling him, like, I'm leaving. And then all of a sudden, you know, you see the vulnerability in his face, and then you see him crying. Now it's so hard because, like, in moments like that, you really want to feel bad for him, and then you fast forward a few moments later to when they're invading York, and he goes ahead and pours the liquid down the throat of the priest. Now, of course, I'm gonna hear from all of those fans of Game of Thrones, and they're gonna say, well, we did it first. Okay, so who cares? But yep, Ivar did melt the gold and pour it into the mouth of the priest, which is something, if you do watch Game of Thrones, happened where Khal Drogo poured it into that Targaryen's mouth that was driving him nuts, and that's how he killed him. He just poured it all over his face, all over his head, all over him, so he ended up burning him to death. So yes, Ivar, it's so hard to feel bad for Ivar because he does one thing that makes you see his vulnerability, and then he does something else that makes you see his crazy. So that was a bit of a shocking moment. I didn't expect to see him crying. I think the last time we saw him crying was because of the death of his father. Not even for the death of his mother. He was just, like, when he found out both of his parents died, he was screaming on the mountain and all that stuff. But yeah, I didn't expect to see that. The second notable thing was the fact that we got to see Jarl Borg's son. And not only did we get to see Jarl Borg's son, but it was noted that, yes, you are Jarl Borg's son. I'm happy that, of course, Bjorn embraced him, and basically Lagertha was in his life the entire time since he's been born. And I love how he was sitting at the first table with all of them at the first table. But it was awesome to finally see him, because we all did have a general respect for Jarl Borg. He got the bad end of the bargain, which is unfair to him, but thank God, you know, he still has people that love him. He has a son that's living on, and so that's awesome. The next notable thing that took place, most shocking thing, it was not really shocking, but it was kind of like, just nerve-wracking, is Margaret. Now, I know a lot of you guys can't stand Margaret, but now I can't stand her, because what the hell, yo, she sounds like she doesn't even have Lagertha's back, okay? I mean, she should be thankful that Lagertha is actually taking care of her, even though the sons want Lagertha dead, and she knows that. But of course, she has all these negative things that she's saying about Lagertha, and even though we know Lagertha is probably gonna die in this season, come on. Speaking of Lagertha, shocking moment, she freaking raped King Haraldson. I did not expect that, did you guys? Because that was like, that threw me off guard. I can't believe she raped the guy, but she did, and she had her way with him, and that was that. And being that she raped him, she kind of cheated on Astrid too, and poor Astrid got kidnapped by the same man who she raped. So now her girlfriend's been kidnapped by the person that she's raped, and who knows, maybe Astrid will go ahead and follow through with King Haraldson's plan and become his wife. I don't know why everybody can't stand him. He doesn't look that bad. And so we only got to see Bjorn in the beginning. We only got to see we did get to see Alfred. That was an awesome moment that happened. I was happy to see Alfred. But there were so many cool things that happened in this episode. I think the season started off really good. Tell me what noticeable, shocking moments happened for you guys, and we can talk about it in the comments. Bye!